come to that time of year, it's end of season. I've already had one killing frost, and this beautiful Sapphire Showers Durante survived because I snuck it in my greenhouse for one night. A lot of the stuff I put in there didn't make it because it's an unheated greenhouse, but I thought I would try, and luckily it survived. One of the few things that did. I have always struggled at the end of season to cut all the foliage off of the deciduous tropicals, and I've always regretted it because they will deciduate or have the leaves fall everywhere in my house, and I'm just left cleaning up a big mess. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a drastic prune on these, and then I'm going to set them in my garage, which is a little bit warmer than outside, for about a week, just to let the foliage have less sun and drop the leaves in the garage, which it's much easier to sleep in my garage than it is in my house. And so that's what I'm going to do today. This is, if you've never grown a Sapphire Showers Duranta, it is just an incredible hummingbird magnet, and I just really love it. And I was able to get it to overwinter last year. I did have spider mites and the common things that you have to battle in the depths of winter, which for me is usually the driest part of winter is about February. But for right now, I am just going to do a pretty hard prune on this and almost forming it into a topiary, because I just know it's going to be a problem if I don't. So I did pretty good at making some decisions to let some plants go versus trying to save everything, which I did last year, and it's just very painful when you do that. If you really want to try to propagate, now would be the time to do that if you're going to do an internal propagation. I have so many things that I just don't need more things like this to take care of. So again, I'm going to cut her back pretty hard here, pretty harsh, and try to get all the places that the bugs are going to try to hitchhike in. And then I'll actually, when I bring it in the house, I'll spray the soil with some Dawn dish soap just to get the extra bugs out of it. And then what I'll usually do is I spray the leaves that's left with some rubbing alcohol. Just gonna do a real quick prune job here. Try not to cut my finger. Even though I hate to do it, Mother Nature will do it for me, and I just don't want the mess. I think it breaks down and the amount of stress it's going to go through, because it's just going to be so stressed from lack of sunlight. So even in my house in the sunniest window, it's not the same as having nice direct sun, which these things love. You can see the difference between this one and the one in the back, but we're going to prune them all. Everywhere where I make cuts, it will really force it to set out new buds. And so next year it'll be even more full than what it is now. Basically, I'm almost making a topiary ball form out of it, which would be kind of nice if I could cut it back enough and have that be the case into the future. One of the things I had happen this year is I had put this on my deck in the same exact location that I had it last year, but I didn't get flowers, so I had to move it off my deck. My trees are starting to become a little bit more mature, and so the amount of sun that I was getting on this tree was less, and then it didn't want to bloom. So if you ever grow this and wonder why it's not flowering, make sure you're getting it enough sun. Just had a little bit too much afternoon shade, I think. I could always come back and do another prune, and again, it's going to look pretty terrible when the leaves start falling, because that's going to just do that no matter what. We'll give her a little bit more of a haircut here. I'm really looking forward to seeing how this does. Maybe I can prune this into a topiary form next spring. once I get some new growth, maybe around June. So we'll just see how this goes. I'm going to move these into my garage now. We do have another really cold night coming, about 29 degrees, which will definitely be a killing frost. And I just want to protect them through that time. Here's my after video. They've been reduced quite a bit. If this video is helpful, give us a thumbs up so YouTube knows to share this content with others. Also consider subscribing so you don't miss any of our other great videos. If you like how-to videos, check this playlist next. Thanks for stopping by. Have a great day.